Hello from Suffolk, England, where the morning is set fine and sunny, with a little cloud gathering after lunch and through the afternoon. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46, verse 1. It's Thursday the 16th of April in the year of our Lord 2020, and it's time for a dose of civilised calm to start your day. This is Mark's Almanac, your regular respite from the madness of World War V, recorded in the peace of the English countryside. Then said their guide, "Do you hear him? I will dare to say that this boy lives a merrier life and wears more of that herb called heart's ease in his bosom than he that is clad in silk and velvet. In this valley our Lord formerly had his country house. He loved much to be here. He loved also to walk these meadows, for he found the air was pleasant. Besides, here a man shall be free from the noise and from the hurryings of this life. All states are full of noise and confusion. Only the valley of humiliation is that empty and solitary place. Here a man shall not be so let and hindered in his contemplation as in other places he is apt to be. This is a valley that nobody walks in but those that love a pilgrim's life." That's from John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress, as they pass through the valley of humiliation. It was requested by Janet in Bedford. Bunyan was born in Elstow near Bedford, and Janet says she was brought up on her mum's illustrated Pilgrim's Progress, and she later taught at John Bunyan's school in Bedford. On this day in 1705, Queen Anne knighted Isaac Newton, mathematician, physicist, theologian, and would-be alchemist, co-inventor with Leibniz of the calculus, and the man who laid the foundation stone of classical mechanics with his Principia Mathematica. Soon after he gained his B.A. in 1665, Cambridge University was closed by the Great Plague. In his rural retreat from the contagion, Newton spent the next 2 years developing his breakthrough ideas on optics, calculus, and the law of gravity. Also on this day in 1660, Hans Sloane was born in Ulster. Sloane was a celebrated doctor of the upper classes and an avid collector, whose 70,000-strong collection was bequeathed to the nation on his death, the beginning of the British Museum. He also invented, or at least brought back from his travels in Jamaica, hot chocolate, cocoa previously having been served with water rather than blended with milk. He sold the improved version as a medicine. Here's a poem from Rudyard Kipling, Norman and Saxon. "My son," said the Norman baron, "I am dying, and you will be heir to all the broad acres in England that William gave me for my share when we conquered the Saxon at Hastings, and a nice little handful it is. But before you go over to rule it, I want you to understand this. The Saxon is not like us Normans. His manners are not so polite, but he never means anything serious till he talks about justice and right. When he stands like an ox in the furrow, with his sullen set eyes on your own, and grumbles, 'This isn't fair dealing,' my son, leave the Saxon alone. You can horsewhip your Gascony archers or torture your Picardy spears, but don't try that game on the Saxon. You'll have the whole brood round your ears. From the richest old thane in the country to the poorest chained serf in the field, they'll be at you and on you like hornets. And if you are wise, you will yield. But first you must master their language, their dialect, proverbs and songs. Don't trust any clerk to interpret when they come with the tale of their wrongs. Let them know that you know what they're saying. Let them feel that you know what to say. Yes, even when you want to go hunting, hear 'em out if it takes you all day. They'll drink every hour of the daylight and poach every hour of the dark. It's the sport, not the rabbits, they're after. We've plenty of game in the park. Don't hang them, or cut off their fingers. That's wasteful, as well as unkind. For a hard-bitten south country poacher makes the best man-at-arms you can find. Appear with your wife and the children at their weddings and funerals and feasts. Be polite, but not friendly to bishops. Be good to all poor parish priests. Say we, us, and ours when you're talking, instead of you fellows and I. Don't ride over seeds. Keep your temper. And never you tell 'em a lie. That's almost all for today. If you know anyone who could use a touch of calm, do please share this. If you need some music to wake up to, how about Roots by Show of Hands? Without our stories or our songs, how will we know where we come from? Until tomorrow, stay civilized, keep calm, and please keep washing your hands. Have a lovely day.